She's mentioning us. She's talking about us.
There you go, Matt. You're in charge. Take it. It's live.
Hello, everybody. We're at Asbury Park Dwi checkpoint tonight. I think Gunnison, is this a much better location than what it's been?
You're watching me. I'm watching you.
Oh yeah. They're talking to us. We're talking
Well,
to them.
I think it's a nicer location. Yes, we're taking in the ambiance of Asbury Park. The flavors of food out there. I'm getting hungry. Neither matter. I have a pot of business or where to throw it out to buy anything. And
Speak for yourself. I got $5 in my pocket, buddy.
Yeah, I heard you dug a kind of treasure in your backyard. We won't talk about it.
No, but what I mean is, don't you think that this locale is much more appropriately
yes,
chosen?
I think it's much more pro. Now, I want to say we've talked to several officers. Actually, the officers come talk to us, and they've been very pleasant with us. I've got nothing bad to say so far about the officers that we have interacted. I tried picking up one of them. She was a nice, not too bad looking. The officer in the driver's seat told me she was single, and I said, well...
Wait, she was a cop?
Yeah, the thing there.
She didn't even speak English.
I told him I'd have to change the format of the channel if we got together. Gunnison undercover and a cop? Dating?
Gunnison under the covers.
Gunnison under the cover with a cop. So whoever that Asbury Park police officer was, I'll give you a little shout out there. I didn't get her name. I mean, she can frisk me anytime she wants. Well, Matt, what do you think?
I think
you're doing the live show tonight.
I think that we are in a bad locale to get information. I think we should walk further down the street and see what's going on.
All right, well,
but what I will say is it does look, from what we see, like they're using the parking lot as primary.
Yes.
Which I'm pretty sure is a Fourth Amendment violation, but let's not go for that. You know something, John? This is the first time I've been to like 5 or 6 of these. This is the first time that they have ever used a parking lot as a primary, and I'm pretty sure
they've used a parking lot over in. They're using a municipal lot.
No, a second.
This really is a good place to do it.
No, sir. They used a parking lot as a secondary. They used the pass-through as a primary. See, this is different, at least for constitutional purposes, because now they're seizing people without reasonable suspicion. So they're on very constitutionally great territory.
They're taking them off the main road,
exactly,
feeding them into a park. Well, they do that at all the stops.
Yes and no.
They did it in Shrewsbury. They did it over in Keyport. How are you?
Oh,
you all right? I'm all right.
Hey,
No.
No. I do independent journalism.
Okay.
Investigation, police, crime, judges.
You don't work for our calendar, do you?
No, I work for myself.
Okay. Got a YouTube channel?
No, I don't use it.
No?
I just like to feed grass everybody.
Oh. Well, I'm New Jersey Exposed.
I know that.
Do you know who I am?
I know who you are too. I'm glad you guys are back together.
Is that why you walked over? You recognize me?
Of course.
So you watch my channel. Is that what you're saying?
Watch it. I'm a student of everything. How you doing? Excuse me first.
Go ahead.
1 second.
The other guy's a cop. I thought he was a lawyer.
Yeah.
Isn't that John? Just make sure you got the camera on when we're talking.
Very, very shady city, Johnny.
Well, this can't go. There was no movie on it.
Okay. I'll tell you what. They've spared no expense with this municipal lot.
This film's been around. I think they fixed it a lot.
They've done a lot of work on it.
So you're an investigator?
Yeah.
Do you have a web page or anything?
Yeah, I have some
I mean, where do we find your work?
Facebook.
Facebook. And how do I Facebook?
Ern Mignoli, ERNMIGNOLI. And I also have a site called People's
Democrats. I have a site called Long Branch City Election 2018,
So now your work, how does it get published?
2022.
And
I have a site, Asbury Park City Election.
and what is it you do? You cover police activities?
You know what I do? I cover everything. Bad judges, bad mayors. That's my
So
specialty.
corruption.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to be 71.
You've been watching this robot over here in Long Branch?
Are you kidding me?
And his little buddy
Pascucci.
oh well, he got out of jail. I guess he's home watching TV, eating cereal
Yeah,
now.
and he's so
He got
far
a-
hasn't gone to jail or prison.
They didn't because he got sentenced 364
4 days.
Why say 364?
Because they put because if they
keep him
put
in
it.
the
just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
They keep him in the county.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Middlesex County.
Yep.
His friendly judge Toto
Right.
and his nice lawyer Altman.
You know, he had the nerve to say that it was not his fault, that he shouldn't go to jail. So
a
you were
murderer.
drunk and you plowed that and you smashed your whole
He's
car
a
in.
murderer.
And what
Right.
what about all the
You know
people
who-
that covered up for
You
him?
know who the victim was?
That poor lady.
I know, but you know who the poor lady is?
Yeah.
A state trooper's aunt. Now,
That piece of the puzzle I didn't know.
Now, here's how it works. You see, when Roebuck and Long Branch and the Monmouth County prosecutor get the hot potato, they have tremendous call-up capabilities.
Yeah.
So something like that has to go all the way up to the AG. It has to.
Right.
Because they haven't even taken his license away. He pleaded guilty. I was there.
Vehicular homicide, he pleaded guilty.
Strict vehicular homicide under the new law.
Well, you know what bothers me even worse than that? What bothers me is that it has not so much even just the fact that he did what he did. It was the systematic cover-up that happened in Long Branch
Are you
about how
kidding
they
me?
waited the
Are
hours
you kidding me?
to breathalyze
Are
him.
you
And
kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
If that had been you and I, we'd have been to jail for 5 years.
Are you kidding? How about Omar Akil crashing into the telephone pole?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God, he didn't know where he was at. 4
Well,
o'clock in the morning. He left the bar at 2 in
yeah.
Asbury. Left Johnny Max.
And then if you listen to the court,
Oh, it's a good thing you didn't get hurt.
Keen, the prosecutor, assemblyman, friend of Dello here and the Asbury police and the Long Branch, says, he just finished the long shift. He was tired. What tired? He didn't work a long shift. He was right in there for 4 hours.
Right. He got ripped.
Then he got ripped and he went, we don't know where, for 2 hours.
He was
Sure.
probably hooking
Then-
up with a male hooker.
Well, they say he was with a underage female.
Ah.
So then,
That's alleged. We don't know that for
but
sure.
no, that's alleged. Then he hits the pole at 5.
Yeah, on Oceanport Ave, Branchport, whatever it
Then
is.
they show up and they see his fellow officers. He stinks like alcohol. He can't.
They did him like 2 hours
So
later.
then they say, they make a call and they say, listen, don't do it there. Run him back to the headquarters. I heard they were dousing him with water, Gatorade, exercise,
Diluting that bloodstream.
everything to get it
I
down.
did a video on that on my other channel,
Okay,
and I
so
showed
now-
him doing the hokey pokey.
Now at 7 o'clock, they take the test, and I think he blew up .04,
That's
which
just
is half. But remember, the new law in New Jersey is you can extrapolate, meaning he admits he was drinking like hell and
They
Johnny
have a
Max,
formula to figure out.
and he left at 2. So now alcohol dissipation, I think it's .035 per hour. Now if you figure 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5,
But I believe the prosecutor
6
said
to
he
7.
couldn't prove that was. It was just
You
bullshit.
don't
You
have
know
to
what it
prove, but in other words, the law of extrapolation means you can put in each hour that
Formulaic.
that alcohol dissipates.
But you know something? I'll tell you what. With that law, there's not a whole lot of appellate law on it. But I suspect when that goes up on appeal and that formula is challenged, I'm not so sure
And the
it's going to
judge
hold water.
says it's a good thing you didn't get hurt. No, it's a good thing somebody else didn't get hurt.
Listen, we're living in a state where our present governor is taking pictures with all these drunk firemen and cops. He goes, takes pictures, DJs, shots and beers. What are we propagating here? Gopal and these bars and clubs here, like everywhere. These are crime scenes. That place should have been shut down a long time ago.
What, the spirits?
Johnny Mac.
Johnny Mac.
Go in there and order 5 drinks, and when you're done, say, "Can I get a receipt, please?" And look at what they're using for registers. Old cigar
Well,
box.
it's a bar business. We all know that's a cash business.
I know, but that's
Tax evasion.
That's illegal. That's right. And if you look in the course of history, what usually brings down municipalities and bad people is always the
White
tax,
collar
the
stuff.
tax or the IRS part of it.
Right.
Because look at these officers driving around in Mercedes and stuff. Look at Ray Shabaro in Long Branch. Guy on High Street, the one where
Now, what do you think about the other cop there? What was his name?
Joyce
Patrick
Jr.
Joyce?
What do I think about him? I know the father. I'm born in Long Branch.
Yeah.
Raised in Long Branch.
Now,
and
for what I
Asbury.
tell, the father was a good guy.
It was a bum. They're
was
all
a bum?
bums. They're all bums. Yeah,
I'm not arguing
their
with
theme
it.
song
I've
is-
been around Long
Let me
Branch
tell
all my life too.
all these places. Their theme song is bum, bum,
But that's
bum.
how he kept this. What gets me is he gets put on probation for a year, so he's off the job for a year. He gets done with his probation, and he's got his job back. It's like, what about this holding him to a higher level?
I'll tell you what, guys.
First of all,
I don't want to interrupt lovers
but you can
lovers quarrel over there. But I'll tell you what, I'm joking. This scene is really starting to take shape and effect out here. I mean, so far it looks like Newark Airport outside. We have two we have 2 lanes of traffic going back here for a primary checkpoint, not even a secondary. This thing is a goddamn mess.
not only that, they should make sure they finish with a couple of hours this
Yeah.
way out of Johnny Mac's added. Now, how does that place always get accepted?
Well, where
You're
is
That guy-
backing it up, and then you got to go right.
where
there's
is
no
secondary?
flow.
Where's secondary?
Well, he dumps more money into this municipality. This guy, Johnny McGillen's name.
Yeah.
Right? Now look, he's got that bar used to be the tap room. Yep. That's where the mayor and everybody got arrested, the tap room. He buys it. Now he uses that liquor license to close the parking lot next to it, take away parking, and add the outdoor bar. Yeah, but that's not enough for him. Now he says, I also want
So wait a minute.
my daughter
Same.
Kim Marie's over on Kingsley. So he opens that.
Yeah.
So
That's
wait a
a
minute.
crime
That
scene.
same guy has 3 liquor licenses for the same
No,
municipality.
no, look, see,
It's all one
Look,
bar, but he's got
Johnny
the
Mac,
patio out
he
there.
claims it touches that, so that,
that
license
counts as one
applies there.
license.
Now, wait a minute.
Gotcha.
Now he's got a plan in the empty lot there. He's building another bar. The one on the corner, it's going to be a bar with a.
But it's
kind
not
of a-
all one piece of property. It's
It,
several
it
parcels.
is. The law says if it
Technically it
physically
is.
touches, the abuse is you keep opening bars as long as they touch. So they approved Asbury bar, 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 bar,
Now what I
and bar.
now what I wonder-
Five on one license.
Now, what I wonder is if that's taxed as one structure, because that would be interesting to find out
Well,
too.
he's the owner.
Yeah, but if that's taxed as one structure, well, then I guess they could argue that it is really just one bar. But if it's taxed as 5 different
The question
structures,
is this bar
Yes.
a public nuisance?
Are
It
you
is.
kidding me? It's a crime scene. It's not a public.
it's a crime. Like
When you
It's
say
a-
crime scene, what do you mean by that?
The operators, the thugs that are the bouncers, the cops that work private duty there, they're all in like a charade. It's a charade.
when you showed up here, the other guy,
I missed my dinner. Is it before 10:45?
the African American gentleman, he was a cop in town.
Cop.
The white, yeah, the white.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
I probably have 90% of cops, judges, and everybody. They just want to see me dead. But I got about 10% that they're not going to
Well,
let
they
that
play the
happen.
games. It's when
No,
they
but
see
they're
me,
not-
they
no,
play the game.
No, they're not going to let it happen. I mean, they're really
They
truly.
play the game being nice to you, and they
No,
see you, and then I'll see
well,
you. They got something to
Well,
say.
that could be, but some of them I know a long time, and I don't think that they're two-faced because there are some good ones. And look, I have ins with Captain Internal Affairs people, and a lot of ins. I'm going to be 71 years old. I'm watching this since I'm a little kid.
Yeah, I've
You know,
lived around here
We'll
all my
see
life.
Russo blown away. I'm like right there.
John, you want to work? You want to work the law and see
Yeah.
what's going on down there?
Well, I was talking to this gentleman.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you want to go over there, I'm not stopping.
Okay, no, I just thought you would because it's looking like right now people they're having more problems up here because
All right, well,
There's a congestion
We can
issue.
wander over and see if they stop.
Okay.
It's just a charade.
it is.
It is. It's a chance for these cops to get extra money. I
And
asked them
the
if they're getting
sheriff.
overtime. They said they're getting a stipend for this.
Look,
Which is BS.
Look,
Total
The
BS.
sheriff wants to say he's running for re-election,
Right.
unopposed. He wants to say, look what I've done. Look at the time he's been in office, and look at the FBI and law enforcement statistics, right? Where we're standing is the second most dangerous place in New Jersey. Number 2, Neptune is the 15th. Long Branch is the 25th. How many municipalities in New Jersey?
Well, he's a
500
political guy. He's not a cop guy.
565
That's right.
with 21 counties. To rate number 2,
And 15 next door.
and look at the paper. Shooting.
Hey.
Pop, pop. I live here. So I renamed next year's fireworks the Asbury Park Gun Fireworks. And you go to the crepe shop and they'll ask you, do you want salt, pepper, or gunpowder on your crepe? Because it's out of control. The sheriff's out of control. The prosecutor's out of control. the
The
numbers.
sheriff's out of control because he's in charge. He's a Republican.
He's in charge of
community
everything.
He wants to be a governor. That's
Right,
let's
and he's
face
running
it.
the freeholders
You know
who
what?
pulls the strings on the money.
You have no idea the connection between the freeholders, the sheriff and prosecutor, and Asbury and Long Branch. It's like ancestral. I mean ancestral. Really
This is
bad.
going to be me in 20 years. I know that.
What? Now you're making fun of my age?
No, I'm 59. I'm saying I'm going to be you down here talking to some young buck. You know, it's crazy down here.
You know, the public has no idea.
No, because you know why? I always say, as long as they can come home from work, the TV works, the microwave works, little Johnny's got clothes, and it doesn't affect their little world. They don't care.
None of them live here. Teachers, cops, firemen. You know,
Why would
they
you
just
wouldn't want to
wait.
send your
They
kids to
just
this
built
school?
that $6 billion condo thing, $1 million condo
Yeah.
thing on Ocean Avenue. Why doesn't Bruce Springsteen move in? Why doesn't Danny DeVito move in? Why doesn't Jack Nicholson?
Why would I spend my
Why
money
doesn't
on that?
Bon Jovi move in? Why doesn't Senator
Bon Jovi's got a nice house on Napsink River Road.
He's selling it. He's selling it. He's selling it. He's leaving.
Well, he's not selling records.
He's done enough with those bumblebees. and
Yeah,
the
well, he
tax
hasn't
dodge.
sold enough records lately, and he's
No,
not getting
I know.
many votes
Look,
with
that's
the.
a tax dodge. He raises bumblebees, and he calls it a farm.
Christine Todd Whitman does the same thing up there in Bedminster
She
with the
Christine
Christmas
Todd,
trees.
You know, all these people we're talking about through other people are investing in hot farms.
Oh yeah,
You know, big time.
that's where the money's going to be at. It's
distribution
coming.
center. Look at what's opening.
I think we found a third member of the Not So Dream Team, John.
This is a senior troublemaker.
What time? I find trouble. I don't make trouble. So
That's what we say.
We say you're watching us. We're
I'm going to
watching
get
you.
dinner. You gonna be around for a while?
We'll be
tonight?
around here
Yes.
for a little while.
I'll meet you maybe at Porter because it's probably gonna be.
I'm going to take him on a little sightseeing cruise around here because he's never been down and walk around Asbury.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I'm going to drop him off.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna drop him
I'm a
off at the
Summers
gay
County
bar
guy.
over there and,
Oh, you gotta bring them to Wacky Tobacco on Cookman or the Asbury Cigar Shop or Hunky Donkey Tobacco or over here Pipe Dreams Tobacco. You know
It's Ernie,
what?
sir. Good to you've been an eye opener about with the city and what's going on.
And any help, you know, I just write, put it out there on the internet, send it to everybody. I send it to the Department of Criminal Justice. I send it to everybody.
well, when I
Emails.
get out of Facebook jail, I'll look your Facebook page
How
up.
long before you get out of Facebook jail?
I got 10 more
See,
days.
you know exactly what Facebook jail is. And most people don't.
I'm not in it, but I read about it.
Most people don't know what it is, though.
Well, listen, I follow this guy. I follow you too. I follow everybody.
He follows me.
Most people, most people my age, when they go to sleep, they dream about vacations, you know, women, power.
We dream about taking the system
you know what I dream
down.
about? Crime and corruption. That's all I dream about.
I dream about a system that screwed me all my life, and here I am getting smart enough, and I have a social media, a platform to fight back.
You guys are. You got to keep doing what you're doing. Don't.
I got 6,500 followers. That's on my second channel. The first channel got taken down.
Yeah.
The first channel was really rocking, but I got in a pissing fight with somebody else. It got taken
Let's
down.
stay with it. You guys are doing a good job, and I'll see you later.
All right.
I want to see what's going on down here.
Watch out. If you have an independent press pass, that's very, very disrespectful.
Yeah, how do you get that press right? You just print it out, or how do you get that?
it out? You got to join an organization, a real.
Can I see that?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty cool. Both of
What do you got to do to join it?
You got to display that you're an independent journalist. You have to
Ernest McNally.
get a background check. You have to pick an outlet. There's depending on what it is. This one I picked, American International, because it's all over the country. And then you apply, and if they accept you,
Is there any legal benefits to that? Like,
are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me.
It just shows somebody like it, some knucklehead.
Another way, everybody thinks the only people who can walk around doing what we do is the Asbury Park Press.
Yeah,
and the
that's
Star Ledger.
nonsense. Yeah,
You know how
get
much
at it.
bullshit that is? As a matter of fact, you don't even need this.
No.
A citizen journalist.
Right.
You don't need this. But when you get something like this on top of it, forget about it.
Yeah,
And
now they
that's what
think you get a
so
little more respect.
With this, for example, when
that's
they,
the greatest symbol, the First
when
Amendment,
they
right there.
that is when they sentenced Joyce Jr. No, when on the trial with McGee, you know what the cop here who
No.
shot the girl in the head.
No, I don't know.
Well, anyway, when he went to court, if you have a press pass, when you go into the Superior Court, you fill out an application. They verify all your press credentials, and they allow you to go in the court, which anybody can, but they allow you to sit in the press area and take pictures, and they give you all the guidelines. Now, to do that, the highest-ranking judge, Lisa Thornton, has to sign.
The assignment judge, right?
That's right. Each application for each day, she has to sign, and the judge on the case. So on that case, it was O'Brien, the actual judge, and Thornton, the highest judge. They sign it, they go in. So there I am in the Dante Allen case in Asbury, right? Taking pictures, and they give you the whole guideline. You're not allowed to take pictures of the jury. You're not allowed to take pictures of the court when it's not in session. And then you stay in the press area, and you can take pictures. Now, if you want to take videos, that's another step up. That's how it works.
So we get the hobnob with other.
Yeah, but once you get out of this jail thing.
Okay, guys, I'm wandering a little bit away from Gunnison right now. Like I said before, this is looking like a parking scene out of Newark Airport right now. I've never seen anything like this for a primary. I've never seen this for a primary checkpoint in my life. Take it easy, Ernie. Oh yeah. But look how far traffic is backed up. Traffic is backed up all the way down Main Street. They have at least in between 40 to 50 cars waiting to be primary checkpointed right now. It's really bad. Right now, as we speak, the majority of our drivers are single individuals. Right now.
There's Matt.
And I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Not your way. Go ahead. I'm going to film this one if you walk in.
I've never once seen anything this bad. You know something? I said the same thing myself. I've never once seen a primary DUI checkpoint this bad in my life. It's ridiculous.
Say hi, officer. How are you? Everything's fine. Give them the thing. But if you give them a hard time, they'll pull you off.
I can't even find out where secondary is. This is all primary. It's ridiculous.
It's a Nazi checkpoint.
Is this America?
You know what? You got to play the game. You got to play the game with them. That's what I learned to get out of this.
Now this appears right now to be the Monmouth County DUI Task Force. They're in public.
See a Monmouth County freeloader up there.
They're keeping the door open while they're holding people, which I'm pretty sure isn't kosher. The legality of this whole thing right now
Stinks.
Yeah, I don't think it's legal at all. I mean, while yes, the people that we've spoken to, the law enforcement officers here have been cordial, I think there are a lot of facts that are being withheld from the general public. There's our friend Sergeant Dave up there doing what appears to be a primary vetting of the people.
This sergeant right here from Allenhurst came up and talked to me, identified who I was. We had a nice conversation.
How long do you think it is before the ACLU gets involved in this situation,
I
John?
don't know.
Maybe next
Well, I
month?
think the only thing ACLU is worried about is whether you wear a dress or not. You got
No.
a penis underneath.
Now, you know something, John? The next thing that's going to happen is they're going to say that this doesn't meet Fourth Amendment muster, and I have to agree with them. It doesn't. This is exactly why we have the Fourth.
Beyond just stopping the flow of traffic, you're containing the traffic.
What they're doing is they're shutting down half the city. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. This is the worst I've ever seen it in my life. So now here we are. This goes to show you. There's 55 cars right now backed up all the way down Main Street as they're vetting here at the very front. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it appears that we have 2 or 3 officers here doing primary vetting for 53 cars. It's pretty bad. Individuals who are just out trying to enjoy themselves. These are not college kids. These are not people that are trying to party hard or create any kind of trouble. You know what I bet that they're using the Monmouth County Mobile Command Unit for, John? To scan license plates, to pull driver
Yeah.
information.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what they're using it for. This is ridiculous. Wait, they're listening to us today. Did you hear that, John? Did you just hear that or no? Okay. We have this officer at the front doing the vetting.
We're just saying right now.
How many cops do they have vetting? 1, 2, 3, 4. You have
Now,
these
we're
two young
told they're
ladies,
not being paid overtime, that they're getting a stipend.
which is bullshit.
Well, regardless, they're getting paid, and it's extra money, and it's easy work, and it's like to get together.
Right now, this has to be costing the taxpayers tonight probably about $100,000.
And we couldn't
Easy.
get an answer as to whether this money comes out of the DWI fund, where they get the money from arrests and tickets. It looks like it might be publicly funded, but you know, if they get people, then they give them tickets, and that generates money.
That's right. That's right.
Regardless, no matter how you slice it, the taxpayer's
Yeah.
paying for this.
Hey guys, I just wanted to give you the question that I don't know. I think I mentioned before, Shrewsbury, right?
Yeah.
All right.
How are you?
So
Hi,
this
how
is
you
the same
doing,
thing
sir?
I told Jen. As long as you guys can walk aside, we'll do.
Let me stay right
As long
here.
as you don't go past that diagonal part where it cuts.
Okay.
You know, because then it gets secondary,
I got it.
right? And the only other thing that I asked.
Have you seen it this backed up ever?
Yeah, it always backs up here.
Wow.
The only thing that I ask is you don't be directly opposite the command post.
I got you.
Because you can see the computers from
I
here,
got
and
you.
Oh.
we're not allowed under state.
Oh.
to
I
do
got
that.
it. No
So,
problem.
all right, I
Whatever you want. What is your
appreciate
name again?
It's Chief Mike Snyder from Malars. I run the checkpoint.
Snyder,
Yeah,
okay,
so
how are
you
you?
see me on all the press releases.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Okay,
so,
no
so,
problem.
so, real quick, the checkpoints, does that fall under the sheriff's authority or the prosecutor's?
The prosecutor's office runs it.
Ultimately.
Yes. So it's run by the county. So that's why there's a chief involved with the checkpoints. There has to be a chief here to supervise every single checkpoint, make sure that all the parameters are being met. But it don't run through the
So
prosecutor.
ultimately, they-
so far, a couple officers we've interacted with have been very
Professional.
You know what?
Sergeant Dave, I forget his last name there.
It's, you know what?
Nice conversation.
Not only my goal, but the goal of this whole program is not just to lock everybody up. It's awareness and education also. So if just putting it out there in that press
Sometimes I
release,
think
you know,
I'm not talking because of who I am.
I talk to everybody. So, you
Well,
know,
I like to think that.
you know, if the awareness and everything like that deters one person from drinking tonight and getting in the car, then you know it's all worth it.
Use an Uber, right?
Oh my God, I love when the Ubers and lifts come through here. I absolutely love it. The more Ubers and lifts that drive
You
through
don't have
here,
a Uber staging.
yeah, you know
over
what? In today's day and age, you know, there's no excuse. I mean, back when we were growing up, there were no other alternatives. But now there's no excuse. I mean, you know, there's so
Well,
many
back
other
in my
options.
day, I just went in the back of the car and went to sleep. Now you can't do that. You got
Mike, have a great night, sir.
All right, guys, take
All
care.
right, see you.
All right, thank you.
Thing though, John. We know what they're doing in that van. They're mutts. So,
I don't know where the plate stand is at. Well, you know what? The camera out there. I said I could do that. Here we go. See, this
Oh,
guy
shit.
was talking. He should have never been talking.
this guy should have kept his mouth shut. A young black man in America.
I saw him get out of the car and he kept talking.
And this other gentleman is
kept his mouth shut
a Class 2 officer, a part-timer.
and refused to answer questions. See, they apply the spaghetti against the wall theory. If they throw enough spaghetti against it, they're going to
Something's
something's
gonna
going to
stick.
stick.
And now they're going to be able to search his car, search and send him to
Yep.
arrest.
So this is this poor guy's not a bad man. But you know what? I say this to everybody. I am pro 420, but if you're going to ride around in your car, you take that risk. If you're going to ride around, ride dirty as they call it, you assume that risk.
He's got a yellow blob blocking my view.
Yeah, there's a freeloader in front of me.
See, we're gonna, This guy's chief mistake, he should have kept his mouth shut.
Not Tim, let's get your legal assessment on this.
He should have kept his mouth shut.
Now, if he's got heroin or something, I have no. If he has heroin on him, I have no sympathy for him. But if it's marijuana, to me, it's just a waste of taxpayers' money.
Well, he was over there for a good 10, 15
Yeah,
minutes
but he
talking to cop.
Yeah,
That was stupid.
it's like it was stupid. He should have never talked. I can't.
But wait a
stress
minute,
this
but wait a
enough.
minute, but wait a minute,
Stop
John.
talking to the cops.
John, I thought the purpose of this was to educate and deter.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what we've been told all
He
night.
just got an education.
Yeah. About a $30,000 education this guy got. Oh, now we have what appears to be an elderly woman across the street that they're doing
It's like
a gaze
man in my
test. Yeah, well, this looks like a man in front of us, too. But it looks like a gaze. It looks like a gaze test that they're conducting here. And then,
See, now I'm going to pan over here to the field sobriety check. You do not have to do this in the state of New Jersey. You're only required to take a breathalyzer
that's right,
and the blood test, right?
a breathalyzer or blood test.
Right. So breathalyzer or blood test, that you're required to. But this hokey pokey dance that they make you do,
I want to talk to people and ask people how they feel about this and have their windows down.
that's a good idea.
We're going to talk to people and see how people are feeling about this. This guy does not look like he's too happy. No, you see, these are singlets. These are cars that are being driven by single people, probably working people, probably servers and bartenders and busboys in the local eateries who are just trying to make their way home from work, and now they have to be hassled with this BS. And that's exactly what it is. It's BS. I mean, and you know something? With due respect to my newly found friend, Chief Mike over there in Allenhurst, okay? I've been to a couple of these in my time, and I have never once seen a DUI checkpoint backed up down the road the way this one is. This is a mess, folks. And it probably isn't constitutional, but let's say it is. And I'm going to give you guys a better idea about how far backed up it is. Well, that's 10 cars right now. We're going to turn the corner. Now we're up to about 15 cars after this silver van. See? And it's going all around the block and all the way down past the traffic light. That's 50 cars, easy. The ACLU should be on this, because this is ridiculous. And we know what they're doing in that communications van. They're collecting data and information about American citizens. They're running people's plates. They're monitoring the internet traffic in the area. It's absolutely ridiculous. You think there's privacy? You think this is America? Well, it's not. Folks, it's not. We're just here to record and report what's going on. And now we have our infamous place up here, which is the demilitarized zone. It's a point of action here. I mean, we're still arresting they're still arresting the young African-American man. Now they're searching his car without a warrant. That's what our dog. Did they bring out the dog?
No, but I don't know why. I don't know if they have them in custody to secure things or what they're. They always smell marijuana when they.
Now, what's going to be interesting is if they're going to use an officer to take that car out of here, if they're going to tow it. That's going to be interesting. Hey, the cop got in and moved the car over there. Wow.
Well, looks like they're taking him away. So what do people say when you ask them about it?
No, I actually, nobody ever went this road down. People don't look all too happy. These are working people. These are the majority. They're waitresses.
They're trying to have a good time.
No, not even
They're
that.
just transversing.
No, exactly.
Some people just got off their job and are trying to go home. You know what it's like to work, right, Matt?
I do. We're up to 26 viewers on the live
All
stream.
right, some people don't work.
I mean, right now though, I've never seen it this packed up. Okay, and that communications van, that sheriff's communications van, is the Gestapo. Yes, this is where they're moving them in before they can conduct their further constitutional violations. You know. And now, unfortunately,
I don't know what they doing the old guy right now. They're gonna 6 for.
but right now, if you or I went down past the turnpike and it wasn't a
Yeah, it
retarded
looks like
person,
he's done and out of there. They're probably gonna run his papers. And
wait a minute, is that a private lot back there?
I think that's the top block though.
No, this across the way. It's not private.
It's part of the train station.
So across the way is a train station. So if we go in the train station, they can't do anything about it.
I don't piss them off.
I would. Who gives a
I
shit?
then go pick them up and I'll report them packing them.
John, this is unbelievable. This is like nothing I've ever seen in my life. There is 50 to 60 cars.
Well, it's a warm night. It's summer night. It's August
No, this
2nd
is
going on
Nazi
August
Germany.
3rd.
That's what this is.
And there's a lot. It's very busy down here in Asbury Park. It's a weekend. It's Friday night. It's a.
John, I'm sorry. This is believe me. So,
It
somebody's
all
got
comes
something to
down.
say
I
about
said
this.
it's throwing spaghetti against the wall and hope something sticks. And look, they already got one. They got one that's stuck.
Believe me, this is going to make the papers. They don't need us. They don't need us out here, John. Okay.
How you feel about this?
I don't understand it. Well, yeah, I understand it, but
Traffic's backed up almost
You're
half a
being
mile
stopped and demanding papers
in America.
in America. But you feel helpless, right? You feel helpless. You can't do anything about it, right?
but you know, help the drunk driver thing. It's a good thing, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
I guess that guy's knowledge of the Fourth Amendment is quite limited.
Yeah, it is.
If it can help the drunk driving thing, I guess it's good.
See how they rationalize it? Well,
Yeah.
for your safety. Oh, safety, that's everything. I'll give up my rights for safety. Look you like that. Stick the camera out the window.
It pays to be in the media. How long you guys have been waiting in line?
DUI checkpoint?
Yeah, man.
How long have they had you guys in this
Listen to me,
in this
guys.
line for?
You passengers do not have to, listen to me, you passengers do not have to identify yourself. If they ask you for ID, you do not have to identify yourself.
What was that?
You as the passengers do not have to identify yourself.
Dude, I don't fucking know.
See, stupid. This is what stupid looks like, right?
That's right.
there. Stupid naive.
That's right.
How are you, night officer?
Doing well, sir.
Smile, say hi, Mom.
No. I take it we don't have a fan.
Well, we found one that doesn't like us.
Yeah.
He's camera shy.
No.
How are you tonight, guys? You know, when the camera goes on, they're not as friendly.
No. That's because I've been calling out against stop attacking. How long have you guys been waiting in line for? Half an hour? Half an hour you've been waiting in this line for. Half an hour.
You like this?
Half
You
an
don't
hour.
like it, right?
And they say this is America.
Welcome to America. Have your papers ready.
John, you know, I
If we
understand.
go right over there, then we can get some of the drivers
Listen,
coming in. and
yeah,
talk to you.
listen to me. Listen to me. I understand you're going to say, "Oh, Matt, you're being dramatic on the other thing," but listen to me. This is fucked up. This is as effed up as I've ever seen it, ever. Okay, this is pretty bad, pretty bad to have it all the way down there right now. Okay, and you know that van bothers me. That right there, that Monmouth County Sheriff's command center, mobile command center. You know exactly what they're doing in there? They are keeping track of all communications that is going on here because I heard them playing our show from there, our YouTube show from there. What?
Maybe they're watching.
Yeah, they're watching us and they're listening to us right there from that
Hello,
big
DWI checkpoint.
lighted van right there. I think we should walk down and talk to more people. Yeah, you have an 84 or an 85-year-old woman driving that car. I'm sure she poses a threat to public safety.
We're on the way home from church. She might be a librarian by day, and at night she's, she's a party woman. There's got to be a lot of old men out there looking.
That van really that sheriff's mobile command unit really bothers me, John. It really irks me that we allow that in America. It really does.
Get your papers ready.
Let's walk all the way down. These people have a convertible. They can't ignore us. Let's go. Well, we have 24.
24?
Watching. Now down to 23-ish. But I'll tell you what, we're going to be up to 40. Something's going to happen. Okay, sure. Okay. Look,
camera shy.
this is
I got you. Don't be afraid of
this is
camera.
ridiculous, isn't it? This
Cameras
one?
all over the place.
Privacy rights.
You got privacy, not in public. You don't.
First Amendment, sweetheart.
Yeah. Probably with somebody she's not supposed to be with.
Exactly. Ma'am. Talk to the people.
Yeah, for the traffic.
Look at this. Look at this. Okay, now this is the full extent of the line. 55 cars later. And what I mean, these people, these cops, they are so full of crap. Oh, well, you know, it's here to educate the public. That ain't no bomb sniffing dog. That's a narcotics dog.
They got
that
it
they
in the
have.
box. Don't
Yeah.
collect it. Why would it?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
he might be misinformed.
No. Our new friend
Maybe
Sergeant
he's
Dave.
trying to throw me off. But
Yeah, no, our new friend Sergeant Dave was a little bit less than forthcoming with us,
I
John.
don't expecting him to be like we've been best friends. How far back there? It's not too bad. They're getting, you know what it is? They're getting him right there. They're
That's
funneling
right.
those in,
That's right. And they won't let him go straight. So
So
this jerk off right here in the middle of this intersection is directing all people here. He won't let them go across over the other street.
You know where we're at? We're at the corner of Main Street and Banks Avenue in Asbury Park. We're on the.
We are.
I want to say we're on the west side of the beachfront area.
But John, I thought this was the Nazi invasion of Poland in 1940.
Well, I don't know what it is, but
That's what it looks like to me.
It's not kind of America I like.
No.
Get your papers ready. Heil Hitler. Get your papers ready. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
It's ridiculous. Does this bother you, John?
Oh, it's a privacy issue here.
You know, this never bothered me before tonight.
Hey, look. I think somebody could get a job with that. Look at that. I think they went to the police academy and now they're.
You think they'll let citizen journalists drive that vehicle? I'm here to serve, Danny.
You know what concerns me? He doesn't have enough bright lights on him.
Yeah.
So he.
See, this is what's happening, folks. They're not just getting traffic that's coming straight down.
No, they got 2 feet.
They're
They got
funneling.
Banks Avenue and they got Main Street.
They're funneling people from this street onto
Right.
this area.
Well, they're taking turns.
They've never done anything like this
So
before.
there's sort of an alternating.
Oh, wait a minute. That's our new friend, Alan Hershef, that's doing that,
Yeah.
funneling people.
Suppose I can't say, no, I don't want to go that way. I'm going that way.
Exactly.
So that's an interesting challenge. I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way.
They're violating the Fourth Amendment, aren't they, probably, John?
I think it's a very slippery slope. Yeah.
So, folks, once again, I want to show you the whole picture. People aren't being allowed to go straight, so people are being funneled into the DUI checkpoint. Funneled. That's our new key word for the night. Funneled. And the reason why that's so important is because there's a lot of strict parameters that both the Supreme Court and the state Supreme Courts have set for the Fourth Amendment restrictions on random DUI checkpoints. And guess what? Funnels and prolonged detentions are deemed constitutional. This is the farthest thing from meeting Fourth Amendment muster that I've ever seen in my life. This is absolutely ridiculous. And for all these people that want to say, oh, well, Well, you're improving
Well, for,
safety.
public safety. It's
Yeah.
safe, in the name of safety, this day
Yeah.
and age.
Well, then, you know what, people? Would you be all right if the authorities pound down your door at 3 a.m. in the morning without a warrant?
Yeah, papers, please.
Yeah. I understand the whole argument that, you don't have the same constitutional expectation of privacy in your cars you do your home, and I agree with it. But I will
But I
tell.
do have an expectation to travel freely,
Exactly.
unmolested by the government.
Exactly, John. You have a constitutional
I didn't
right.
go to law school. And I know a lot of things, don't I, Matt?
You do.
I
You have-
learned a lot from you, but I knew a lot before.
You have a constitutional right of free travel, and I'll tell you
I'm
what.
molested by the police.
And this does not mean it. And we had our good friend over there, jovial Chief Mike, who's funneling traffic from 2 feeds into this location. I hope this makes the Asbury Park press. And the sad part
I don't
is,
see him down
and the
here.
sad part is, citizen retard up here
I
probably doesn't know what's going on. There we have our data fusion center van, right?
Yeah. They got a direct feed right to the fusion
Holy
center with
crap.
me.
Now they have too many cars that we don't know where to put them for secondary. This is absolutely ridiculous. All these cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shit. It's horrible.
Did they educate you after they screwed with you?
Yes. Yes.
What was his name? Corey or
Something like that.
Sergeant Dave? He was from
That-
Colorado.
That's a good way to put it.
I think that's a little more personal.
So right
We say
now,
on first names.
a little disingenuous, but yes, it's still personal. So now we have 1, 2,
That's
3.
your secondary right here. That's what
You know what I want to do? I want to go outside of the municipal lot because they can't control us as much when we're outside the municipal lot. Is that the municipal lot or is that the train station over there?
it's a train. It's transit parking. I'm
I-
assuming it's municipal. It's train
Yeah, no, but
parking.
if it's train parking, John, it's non-municipal. They can't control it. I want to go over there and film it from the other side.
Well, do it your phone. I don't want you to get beat up in the phone, bro.
But you don't want to? One viewer here.
Hey, Matt, you remember that video we saw there? Somebody was making fun of you and your girlfriend.
I did.
Remember that one?
I
Yeah.
did.
She doesn't have too much to say in the last video I did.
No, she did not. 1, 2, about 60 cars back we are. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 vetters, which is cool.
Well, it looks like they got more flow going now.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, John. That concerns me. There's 2 things here that concern me the most. One is the traffic funnel at this traffic light. That's a problem.
Because I see 3 things that concerns me.
Well, I'm not even going there. I have an empty stomach, and I'd like to be able to eat dinner tonight.
Matt, how do you pay your rent?
I have to work a job, John.
So do I. You got health insurance?
No.
No, neither do I. It's a shame when you work in America and you can get health insurance. What if you sit home on your butt? You get free stuff.
That traffic funnel at that light is not constitutional for anything.
And what is wrong with that traffic light up there? It turns green, it turns red.
That's right.
So what's the problem with it?
Because when it turns green, you have a right to go straight. And they've blocked off that right.
Well, they're obstructing your right to free movement.
That's right. But
That light there. That's what I
John,
said. I don't want to go that way.
What that amounts to is an unconstitutional.
Plus, I got
What that amounts to up there at that traffic light is an unconstitutional quarantine. That's a new constitutional term I want you to be aware of. An unconstitutional quarantine.
We'll have to do a follow-up video and have a conversation about this. See, he's playing good cop.
Now, if somebody ever got nailed and they make the argument that they were brought into here based upon that unconstitutional quarantine at that light, in violation of the Fourth Amendment right, guess what? There's a good chance whatever charges come out here will be fruit of the forbidden tree. I'm going to work my way down here again. I do want to go over, because if that's NJ Transit parking over there, that's public property. Okay, so now you have this family in the van over here. This chick.
You know, since Sergeant Joe doesn't want to answer questions how much he's getting paid,
So Dave.
we need Dave. We need to do the
Oh,
over request
oh, I'm
on
going
what
to. I'm going
he's
to.
getting.
I'm going to.
Well, if he works in house, yes, I work. That's a lot of, we have about like 8 or 9 places. So you have to narrow it down. Not.
We've been out here for about an hour. I suspect we're going to get out of here in the next 5-10 minutes. John, we're going to get out of here about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Because
I've already got 30 minutes.
But you know, here's what I want to do. I want to go across. I want to go to NJ Transit lot. Because I want to see if they're towing those cars. Hey, it's public space. That's outside of the municipal reach. That's publicly accessible NJ Transit lot.
I'm with Matt Tim here. I've already got about 30 minutes of video.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shut it down, continue live stream, and if something happens, I'll turn the camera back on.
I'll tell you what though, folks. Okay.
If Hitler shows, I'm not supposed to say Hitler. If the DTS shows up,
Sheriff Golden. Sheriff
that's the
Golden.
emperor,
Oh, this
the exalted high emperor of the
Yeah.
county.
of Monmouth County. Do they click their boots when he arrives? But I'll tell you what. Okay. He doesn't want us to know what was going on here. Maybe you did or did not catch it earlier in the night. Their computer volume was turned up. They were playing her show and our show, our live show.
Oh, that's all right.
No, it's not all right.
It's not all right. It's being live streamed. What are you going to do? Nothing to do about it. You ain't going to watch.
This is a gross. This is a gross violation of the United States Constitution. Okay, when we allow things like this to happen on Main Street, USA.
But the sheeples are okay with this. The sheeples are okay because they sold on the cop again, and this
This is
is for
ridiculous.
safety. It's for safety.
How long have they had you in this line for, sir? Okay, he can be.
Have your papers ready.
This is ridiculous, isn't it? How long have you been waiting for? 40 minutes? It's crazy.
Now everybody's scrambling trying to find their papers.
Look at this. Look at this. Poor, average, innocent people are being victimized tonight. They're having their constitutional rights.
Somehow we got to get across the street without getting killed.
What, to go over there?
Oh, you want to go down?
Oh,
there?
hell yeah, I do.
All right, well, just hold on a second.
You want to walk over there?
But I gotta wait till the breaking action.
Now, folks,
Now, the bus
if
is
you're
not gonna
thinking
go. You're not
about
gonna see
leaving,
the bus.
I would not leave yet.
And now for
Because we're going to get our best footage of the night.
get your papers ready. Not to check it.
Okay,
Ah, there we go. Oh,
there we go.
that is great.
We're just walking.
That is great. That's great footage.
I know. Is that a drug sniffing dog? Oh, explosive. That's an explosive sniffing dog. What is it doing here? That's the question.
Like people have guns, right? It sniffs out gunpowder, TNT.
You know, I'm gonna hypothesize this, John. I think that they're full of crap saying that's an explosive sniffing dog.
I think it is. I mean, the narcotic dog for German Shepherd. Ready to bite your leg.
If that's an explosive sniffing dog, what is it doing tonight? Do they expect something that they're not saying?
I'm saying that it can smell gunpowder. So they think somebody's got a gun. They put that mud up there, and it smells of gunpowder. You know, it's all about circumventing search warrants.
It is.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a
For whatever
dog
reason.
or a narcotics dog.
For whatever reason. Now, folks, this is where it gets juicy. Okay, we are
Tim gets body slammed by
we
a very
are
large police
we are
officer.
covering this from an angle that they do not want us to cover it from. But legally, they can't do jack shit about it because we're entering the NJ Transit parking lot.
Sidewalk, right?
Exactly. We are on a public
So as long as they
sidewalk.
stay on the sidewalk.
Exactly. We're on a public sidewalk in an NJ Transit parking lot. This does not belong to the city or the municipality. There is not a damn thing in this world that they can do.
Yeah, the train station right
Exactly.
there. So we're good. I think they meant over there.
Well, I don't care what they meant. Now, this is what it appears that they are doing. They are taking suspects' cars who are being arrested and they are impounding them in this lot. But guess what? We are not on their property. We are at the Asbury Park train station, folks. When the cars are being brought into this lot right here where we stand, it's going to be interesting. Are they going to be towed? If so, who is going to tow them? Is it going to be the municipality? Municipal towing, which I suspect it should be. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. That's a police officer driving onto the cars.
They're moving.
Yeah, they're moving the cars back. They're to the lot.
Yeah, let's go live stream our cop friend over here.
Who?
Barnes.
Oh, he already left. Well, he went in. He just went in the building.
Him?
No, that was him. He had
Well,
to
he's
start.
working in a uniform over there.
No, he walked in there. I'm positive.
Man, has to take a shit.
But now
You're gonna take a
this,
shit in the bar. You're gonna go over there. I go over there.
so would I.
It was like taking a crap in a bar.
But God forbid something happens while he's supposed to be there. I am starving. I will tell you that. What time is it? 11, 11:30?
You got the film. I don't know what it says.
Yeah.
Save it. Get on the film.
So now, right now, folks, we're recording the lot where they're taking impounded vehicles into.
Now, this is another interesting.
I'm more than sure they don't want us to be here, though, John, aren't you? Yes. Okay. This is what I call the truth angle of the DUI checkpoint, okay? I mean, we met two really super nice Monmouth County police officers tonight. Actually, more than that.
Professional.
3.
You know, they were
Okay,
professional.
but what I will say is this. They had more bull crap seething from their teeth about the nature of tonight than anything that we can swallow, okay? I mean, they have their dog out here. They're funneling traffic. They're quarantining people against their will. I mean, they've pretty much made it so that anybody on Main Street for the next 2.5 blocks is being funneled into the DUI checkpoint.
You have your money?
This is absolutely ridiculous.
All right, let's shut this
I have a
live
little
stream
bit.
down. How many people we got in there?
17.
17.
I do.
We're gonna
think-
shut the DWI live
in about 2
stream
minutes.
down.
2 minutes. I want to see what happens if they arrest this guy.
All right. Well, just so people know.
What is this? They set up floodlights again. Another set. Huh. This is ridiculous, John.
Just so you know, people, we're gonna shut this down in a few minutes, and then we're gonna go downtown into Asbury. I'm gonna do a site.
Get something to eat, maybe.
Get something to eat, and we'll live stream again, so you can see the nightlife here in Asbury Park.
Sounds like a plan. Shut it down as soon as we get around the corner out of the demilitarized zone, where we haven't been shot or killed yet.
No, they've been very accommodating. I give them all thumbs up. Of course, they all know who I am, so.
They're not going to screw with you too bad.
No, it's not they're going to screw me. They'll screw with me, but
How-
they're going to give me a little more consideration, I would think. Because I have a platform to fight, to speak out again.
Now, how pissed do you think they would be if we would have caught something controversial from that train station? They can't. They
See
can't.
more from over there than I can see from there.
Well, no, not. That's only because at that time they weren't handcuffing anybody, John.
Hey, why don't we go watch standpoint cameras of people coming out of the bars? I know somebody else used to do that.
I didn't even say anything to her
No,
tonight.
you didn't. I'm disappointed.
Well, no.
All right.
Now, wait a minute. They redid the funnel. They opened up the funnel. Because now cars are being allowed to go down Main Street.
They're coming out of there.
No, before he wasn't allowing them to go the straight. Now they're allowed to go straight.
Well, they might alternating it so that it's.
Now, you know what I think, John? Honestly, my opinion, I think they got caught with their pants down on that one. That's what I think.
Maybe they're watching the live stream. They're hearing you talking.
That's right.
All that legally going on.
Our police chief, film me on this. Now, let's conclude this film stream. Just film me. Our local police chief, who was funneling traffic and violating the Fourth Amendment, as well as the constitutional right to travel, now released his funnel. So people who were originally being funneled into the DUI checkpoint are not anymore. They're being allowed to go straight and also to proceed straight down this road if they're coming from an alternate direction. So I guess that's it for now, but this really is police state New Jersey that we live in.
Yeah, tonight is definitely one of those. All right, we'll be back on live in a couple of minutes. We're gonna go
Pick up
regroup.
some women.
We're gonna go regroup, get something to eat, and then we'll do some live shots around downtown. And we got a siren call. What do we got here? Fire department? Looks like fire department. Or is that first aid? First aid. It's very lively here tonight. What the hell is that? Starsky and Hutch?
Yeah. So wait a minute.
Well, he's in an awful hurry to get over there.
Yeah, you can't go in that.
Well, he did, and he had lights on. He went flying in there real fast.
Wow. Is there a pizza joint around here, John?
We will get something. There's a pizza joint up there that's got some half like this pizza.
I'll take your word for it.
But we got to go that way to get to our car, and then we'll go walk down that way. We have to stay over there because walk down there, you got to pay.
What I do want to say is this. I understand this is a big town, right? How many damn police cars do they have?
Well, there's a lot of nonsense going on. There's a lot of people per area. All right, big shout out to all the people who've been watching tonight. Thank you for supporting the channel. We're going to be posting a video up tomorrow. A very important video, a message for everybody. And I won't say what it is at the moment, but you'll see tomorrow morning when I post it.
This is the best, most controversial work that we've done in a long time.
Right, and we'll release the video tomorrow.